Sports Matters TV, bringing the sports home. Okay guys, Sports Matters TV, FightCon, huge success so far. We have Ben MVP, Stevie Wonderboy Thompson. You just met Stevie Wonderboy Thompson. There was a little bit of respect. I think he knows you're going to be a superstar as well, just like us. First of all, John, how's things with you?
Yeah, flying it.
As
Happy
always.
to do an interview with you again.
Likewise, it's been a while since our last interview. 7 weeks out from a big fight.
Yeah.
Cage Warriors, Birmingham. Birmingham is pretty much like an Irish place as well. There's a lot of Irish lads there, but you've got a big fight coming up. You are ready for it.
I can't wait. Like, we're 7 weeks out, and I think we could do it next week. Like, so it's gonna be a great card. It's a big card as well.
Huge card.
Yeah.
Huge card.
Yeah.
And how's prep going? Obviously, you're always active. You're always training. But have you been training the last 2-3 weeks for this already, or?
Yeah, like I don't really stop. Like, so when I finished the fight with Eric there, I was fairly fresh. I didn't really have any marks at all, so I went straight back into it. And so I've just been really, the last 3 weeks now, I've really upped the intensity, like, so yeah. I'm good to go.
You're lovely. And speaking of Cage Warriors, Neptune Stadium, hometown, Cork adores you. Like, what was it like to get into that cage, obviously make that pro debut?
It was amazing. Like, it's something that I'll remember forever. But also the reason it was so good was because, like, sometimes lads from Cork, we don't get hurt as much, like, but like, so we sold that place out. Do you know what I mean? I probably had the fight of the night. That, so like we're drumming up a lot of interest now down in Munster, like. And
it's taken us years. We've seen things in Dublin. Obviously, the Dublin lads are all getting, they're getting the big fights at Bellator. We've seen a couple of lads, kind of on the brink with the UFC. But it's probably fair to say Cork is now on the map truly when it comes to MMA.
100%. Do you know, and it's just where we might be a bit quieter than some other gyms, but the cream always rises to the top. I mean, myself and Jack were the UK and Irish #1 there for like the last 4 years. So we're pro now, so it's exciting. We're going to do the same thing. You just have to watch.
I'll always watch. And like, we have to go back to Cage Legacy.
Yeah.
These lads are a great organisation. You had a lot of success there.
Yeah.
You have to give credit to Cage Legacy, obviously.
It's unreal. Like, in fairness to Declan Kennan, like, I cut my teeth in that organisation. Like, it's some of my hardest and fights that I learned the most from were there.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And like, he's obviously, like, like when we heard you sign that deal with Cage Warriors, right? We were delighted because that means, pro is going to happen.
Yeah.
You're gone pro. Like, we see what happens with fighters that go on the rampage at Cage Warriors. They go to UFC.
100%.
Obviously, that's a big goal for you, to be the first Cork man in the UFC.
That is the goal. 100. Like, it's 96 people have gone to UFC from Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be doing this just to get the pictures on the Instagram. It's too painful. There's other things you could do. So 100%. That's all I want to go. Just fight the best lads in the world. That was the plan since day one meeting Aaron Maguire. Yeah.
And like, this year alone, right, you've got big goals. Obviously, second pro fight. Are you looking to get a couple of fights under the belt this year?
I have a really good manager. I'm fortunate enough to have a really good manager, Barry O'Callaghan. So
we love Barry.
I'm just going to do one fight at a time.
Yeah.
Like, after all I care about is these next 7 weeks, and then after that I'll worry about the next one. So.
And Barry walks the walk, he talks the talk. I walked the Barry back in the day, and I'm telling you, I said that he could sell snow to the Eskimos.
100%.
He's a good man to have behind you. Obviously, he knows the game. He's obviously involved in the game. He does jiu-jitsu and all that kind of stuff. But he cares about these fighters.
That's the thing. Like, he doesn't seem like a businessman at all. Like, I'm sure he's made nothing.
He probably lost. He's invested his own money.
He's just a good friend and a good friend to the gym. So. Yeah.
And speaking of your gym, MMA Cork.
Yeah.
What's it like? There's obviously a good buzz there, having yourself and I suppose the lads there. Obviously, you love life at that gym.
Yeah. I just watch and see. That's all I can say. Like, when we started as amateurs, it was myself, Aaron Maguire, Jack Monaghan, and we only had a blue crash mat. Like, then we got every belt in the country, and now we're gone pro and Cage Warriors. So let's see the next 3 years.
And can you give us one prediction for next year? So say 2021, right? 4-5-0 maybe, right? What's your predictions? Obviously, you're going to go for world glory. You want Cage Warrior titles, and then obviously straight to the UFC. I
just couldn't call it. Like, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? I'm just going to worry about this 7 weeks. Hopefully get 2 or 3 fights more after, going maybe 5-0 next year, and then I'm going to get those big names.
I love how humble you are. You're always humble. I love that. Like, you don't look too like, you always look at your opponent ahead, and I
that's
love that.
That's the thing, Joe. Eventually they're going to be interviewing me in these cages. So
I love it. John, honours always, sir. Thanks you
very much.
Appreciate it. Sports Matters TV, bringing the sports home.